I'm Ginger Snap, and this is our crash pad. This is where we play roller derby. We are
the Queens of Pain, the Manhattan Mayhem,
the Brooklyn Bombshells,
and the Bronx Gridlock.
We are Gotham Girls Roller Derby.
Hi, I'm Lady Ref Strike, and I'm a referee for Gotham Girls Roller Derby. For those of you who don't know, here's how roller derby is played. A game is made up of two 30-minute halves. Within each half, you can have a series of plays lasting up to 2 minutes, called jams. At the beginning of every jam, 5 players from each team will line up on the track. 4 of these players will line up behind the first start line. These players form the pack, and they are blockers. One of these blockers from each team will wear a stripe on her helmet, and she is called the pivot. The pivot's job is to act as the last line of defense and to set the pace for the pack. Behind the second start line, there are the jammers, one from each team. A jammer is identified by the star on the side of her helmet. She's the point scorer for each team. In each jam, at the first whistle, the pack takes off around the track in a counterclockwise direction. The second whistle, the jammers take off. On their first pass through the pack, they do not score points, but the first jammer to break through without committing any penalties will be made lead jammer. Once the jammers have made this initial pass, they score points on every following pass through the pack. 1 point for every opposing player that she passes cleanly. Both jammers are scoring points at the same time. The skater awarded lead jammer can strategically call off a jam early by placing her hands repeatedly on her hips. The blocker's job in the pack is twofold. One, they need to help their own jammer through by creating pathways, moving opposing blockers out of the way, or giving their jammer assists like whips. Now there are a number of different ways to block in roller derby. Legal blocks use areas like the hips, shoulders, back, and booty. Illegal blocks use things like hands, elbows, legs, and come into contact with illegal parts of the opposing player, like the back or the head. Now just because these actions are illegal doesn't mean that you won't see them on the track. But the referees are there, looking out to keep the skaters safe, the game legal, and the play moving. Referees will assign major or minor penalties depending on the infraction. And that's it. At the end of each jam, each jammer's points scored will be marked up on the scoreboard, and the play will continue with another jam. So now that you know the rules of roller derby, why don't we see how roller derby is really played?